War-level evacuation is currently underway from Sudan, and under the government of India's Operation Kaveri, the first batch of 278 Indians have reached Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Now, MOS Muralidharan received the first batch of 278 Indians from Sudan at Jeddah port. Meanwhile, two other batches of stranded Indians has reached Port Jeddah by C-130 aircraft. Naval ship INS Sumedha arrived at Port Sudan with additional officials and essential relief supplies for the stranded Indians. Sudanese ambassador, while speaking to CNN News 18, confirmed that more human corridors ceasefires are likely to result in evacuations. So, CNN News 18 Siddhant Mishra, who's tracking this story, is with us. Siddhant, can you give us the latest details about this evacuation operation that's ongoing?
Well, that's right. So massive evacuation is currently underway. And in fact, both sea routes and air routes are being used to bring the stranded Indians from Port Sudan to Jeddah. And in Jeddah, we have been told there's a control room which has been set up by the Indian government with the help of the Saudi government. And the refreshments are being served to those who have been evacuated. In fact, MOS External Affairs, V. Muralidharan, is right there in Jeddah receiving people and in fact speaking to them, talking to them about their experiences, and he's also making them comfortable there because the beds have also been arranged so that these people can rest for a while. And we have been told that today, maybe by using a commercial aircraft or maybe maybe by using a defense aircraft, these stranded Indians are going to come to Delhi. So yesterday it was a 10 hours long journey in INS Sumedha from Port Sudan to Jeddah. Later in the evening, India sent C-130J transport aircraft of Indian Air Force, and two batches arrived in transport aircraft. So 278 packs were on board of INS Sumedha. 135 packs were on the board of C-130J. The other 127 were on board of C-130J. So in three batches, these stranded Indians have arrived in Jeddah. Now they are right now with the External Affairs Minister V. Muralidharan, and in fact, Saudi authorities are cooperating with India. In fact, the Indian ambassador to Saudi, is also there in Jeddah to oversee the entire operation. Now, this is a massive evacuation which India is doing in terms of complicated situation, because the situation in Sudan is very complicated. And since there was a ceasefire, each ceasefire for 3 days, India did take mileage of that particular ceasefire, and 500 Indians were evacuated to Port Sudan. Now, India is again looking for more opportunities of ceasefire. And in fact, at ambassador level in New Delhi and even at embassy level in Sudan, Khartoum, the Indian government is still trying to have a back-channel negotiation with the army of Sudan, which is being headed by the de facto leader Burhan. So they are also being taken in confidence. And in fact, yesterday when I spoke to the ambassador of Sudan to India, he did assure on camera that we are taking full care of the security of the Indians being taken via road route to Port Sudan. And in fact, he also went on to say that the convoys are being monitored by Army of Sudan. And in fact, the full protection is also being given to the Indian convoys because of the reputation of India, and also because India has managed to take the Sudanese army in loop and in confidence. So such level of protection and security is being given by the Sudanese army, their government, to the Indians, those who are being evacuated. So that level of that level of negotiation, after the negotiation, this level of understanding has been set up. Now India is also looking for more opportunities maybe in terms of ceasefire, or maybe opportunity where we can evacuate more people to Port Sudan, because Port Sudan is considerably a safer place, a peaceful port city on Red Sea, and from there evacuation is easier because we have Navy ships also there. Then we have C-130J to bring the evacuees. So that particular place is considerably safer in comparison to other cities, including Khartoum or Darfur in Sudan. So that particular port city is being used right now, but we can expect more evacuation to take place. And I was listening to the media bite of Muralidharan, minister who is overseeing the entire operation in Jeddah, and he said that this operation will only end when each and every Indian will be evacuated from Sudan. Back to you.
Right, Sudan, thank you for all those details. We'll keep tracking this story for more updates. As of now, we're slipping into a very short break, but we'll be right back. Stay tuned.